your opportunity just to check if your guests are here, as we'll be starting shortly. Alrighty, welcome online, ladies and gentlemen. We're live streaming on Facebook and YouTube, and that little timer is always on just to give us a chance to attract everyone's attention on those platforms who are watching there. Now, if you're live on Zoom with us right now here in the Zoom room, you can actually click closed captions at the bottom. And if you speak another language other than English, you'll be able to read along the same time as Phoebe Wallace, our presenter, is presenting in Australian or English, as they say. So, ladies and gentlemen, very, very blessed today because Phoebe's one of our pioneers who helped kick off the company in the early days. She's also one of the people who's kicked off the Australian market. So I can't think of anyone better versed to give you a great insight to Neumi and what it's all about. So with that, I'll hand you to Phoebe Wallace.
Hello, hello, hello. Just give me a minute to get the technology right. I am having to renegotiate this, Michael, because I'm going to share, and our two things are ticked, and you can see me. Excellent.
Perfect.
Hello. Can everybody see that well?
Yep, that's great.
Beautiful. So it's my privilege this morning to, it's morning in Perth in Western Australia. That's where I'm presenting from. And I often joke and say I'm the Aussie with the Irish accent. So here we go. We have some very exciting, a very exciting presentation for you this morning. So wherever you're watching in from, we are delighted to have you. So who are we? We are the innovators, revolutionizing health and wellness through our proprietary cutting-edge breakthrough technology. And that is hydrostat molecular encapsulation delivery system. So for decades and decades, our major problem is absorption. And studies show us that 90% of oral supplements are not fully absorbed by the body. And, oops, hang on, not fully absorbed by the body. And so, oh, how did that happen? And so we're using, and so this means that only a fraction of the nutrients actually reach the cells where they are needed. So hydrostat, let's look at hydrostat. That sets us apart in delivering high quality nutrients that are absorbed into the bloodstream in seconds without the need to pass through the gut. So there's three unique differences behind our breakthrough, and let's look at those now. The first one is cell size, and if you look at our human cell in the middle versus the molecule, our molecule size with the hydrostat on the left and other companies' products that are on the market, the molecule ingredients in ours is 10 to 100 millimicrons, which makes it fully absorbable into the human cell, whereas other companies' molecules are too large to penetrate the cell wall. Then the second difference is surface area. Because of the size of the molecules, they fully penetrate the cell and are absorbed. And the surface area is increased to over 200 times greater than non-treated ingredients. And then the third difference is our hydrostat delivery system, which our molecules are suspended in ultra-purified water clusters to be absorbed directly into the cell. There's no toxicity because other products that are on the market are suspended in liposomes, which can become toxic to the body. But you never have to stop taking our supplements because they are non-toxic. Now, it's easy for us to make statements, but we have an independent study, and it was done by Eurofin, the largest supplement testing organization in the world, based in Europe. And they looked at glutathione redox activity in the cell. And if you look at 5 minutes, the dark blue line is the glutathione activity in the cell at 5 minutes, which is twice as much as other glutathione systems. And at 10 minutes, it was 3 times as much. And in the next slide, we can see that when a cell is compromised, look at the huge difference in the redox activity. We are 3 times or 4 times more at 5 minutes and 7 times more active in the cell at 10 minutes. So that is very comforting to know that we're just not telling furfies, that the evidence is there. So let's start by introducing 3 of our newest product releases that literally are absorbed in seconds. And these are brand new to the market. Now, these are very exciting products because they are pocket or purse size, so you can carry them with you for instant action. And the first one is Neumist Energy, and it's 3 ingredients in one powerful synergy. The first ingredient is clean caffeine, and it ignites alertness and stamina. And it is, how would you say, balanced by L-theanine, which smooths the edge and sharpens focus, and taurine, which powers muscle and hydration. The next one is Neumist Immunity, and again, an oral spray, naturally sourced, science-based, and immune-ready. And the first ingredient is phocoidin, and that is derived from brown seaweed, which supports the immune wellness, and it's got zinc glutamate, an essential mineral for defense, and arabinogalactine, which primes the gut and the immune system. So this is, for instance, this would be fantastic for traveling on planes or anywhere where you have crowds, where you can have an instant immune boost. And then there's Neumist Relax. And this is 2 ingredients and 1 evening ritual. And the 2 ingredients in this are myo-inositol, and that balances mood and supports restful sleep, and magnesium citrate, which relaxes muscles and calms the nerves. And this product should help a lot of people to relax and relieve anxiety. Now, power and simple, these are powerful and simple. So now let's look at some of the more complex, superior hero products that we have. And there's one main ingredient that stands out in them, and that is glutathione. Now, what is glutathione? It's known as the master antioxidant, and it's endogenous to our bodies, which means that we're born with it. And glutathione is the protector and detoxifier of our cells, and it's the key to the life, health, performance, protection, and longevity of every single human cell. It's also the only antioxidant that recycles itself to increase the effectiveness of other antioxidants, such as vitamin C, D, etc. Now, glutathione is one of the most studied molecules in science today, with over 205 peer-reviewed and published articles in PubMed, compared to vitamin C, with only 85 studies on vitamin C. Now, what happened there? Okay, we missed. Okay, what do doctors say about glutathione? Well, it's the most powerful. Dr. Mehmet Oz says it's the most powerful antioxidant you have never heard of. It's one of the keys to fighting off the diseases that you fear the most, and it's called glutathione. So he says, write this down because it's critically important. And Dr. David Katz, my slides seem to be jumping forward without me touching anything. Dr. David Katz says, if you are chronically run down, chronically fatigued, or your body just isn't firing on all cylinders, low glutathione levels may be part of it, both the cause and the effect. So glutathione is a very, very important component in our cell health. And if you look at the graph on the right, you see the dark blue line is glutathione, the pale blue line is oxidative stress. So as we age, at the age of about 20, glutathione is at this optimal level. And then it decreases somewhere between 8 and 15% per decade. But look at the oxidative stress, while the glutathione levels are going down, the oxidative stress is going up. And somewhere at the crossover level, which is around middle age, that's when what leaves us open to the diseases of aging. So continuous attacks on our cells by the invasion of toxins, heavy metals, and the exposure to radiation and free radicals cause damage and expedite the aging process. Glutathione levels also are reduced by any trauma, such as injuries, infections, or diseases. And if you play elite sports or you play endurance sports or do heavy workouts in the gym, you burn 40% of your glutathione stores in the first 10 minutes of aerobic exercise. Now, glutathione levels are associated, we know that they're associated with at least 80 diseases that we know about. And we look at the negatives first. So if your glutathione levels are low, this is what happens. If somebody walks at the other side of the street with a cold, you're going to get it. You have a weakened immune system, physical and mental fatigue, muscle weakness and aches. Your inflammatory markers are up, mature age and premature aging and disease, dull and dry skin, graying hair and balding, brain fog and headaches, digestive issues, more prone to allergies, and more difficult to manage your weight. Obviously, if your glutathione levels are at its optimal, then the reverse, you flip that on its head and the reverse is true. Now, we do have to make a disclaimer, and that is to say that our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, or cure or prevent any disease. They are nutritional supplements. Now, let's look at our first hero product, and that is NutraSwish. And we now have extra strength NutraSwish because we have increased the glutathione and the L-cysteine level in this by 48%. So by nanosizing the glutathione, L-cysteine, curcumin, and other nutrients, it's orally swished in your mouth and absorbed through the sublingual blood vessels under your tongue and the mucosa and instantly absorbed. This is what you can expect: an immune boost, joint support, clean and sustained energy, and rapid recovery. Now, our Neumi skin, again, it's hydrostat treated, and we the nanosize, the glutathione, hyaluronic acid, curcumin, collagen, and other nutrients, again absorbed down to the last layer of the skin, helps reduce pore size, smooth skin texture, lifts and firms, brightens and evens the skin tone, reduces fine lines and wrinkles, and fights aging pollutants. Our Neuro is not available in every market yet, but yes, the market has increased. There's a lot more countries involved now. And this product is endorsed by the American Brain Council. And again, hydrostat treated arginine and magnesium glutamate, L-theanine, caffeine, and other nutrients aimed at cognitive health. It enhances memory, improves mood, increases focus, rapid energy, and heightened cognitive performance. Our next product is a woman's product designed to help women. And everybody knows about the inconveniences of the hormone cycles, and this product gives women rapid results. It's for all ages of women. Again, hydrostat treated by botanical formulation, 13 ingredients, which helps all these things. It helps to alleviate bloating and cramping and PMS, supports healthy hormone function, helps with hot flashes and night sweats, and enhances mood and overall well-being. And the women who use this absolutely love it and say their lives are changed. Now we have Neumi Hair, and this is a fairly new product to market as well. It's a new formula for full and lush leave-in hair therapy. And these are the results that you would expect, right? Hair strengthening, scalp health, moisture and smoothness. It helps to protect against heat because a lot of us use hair dryers when we're out in the sun and what have you. So it really is good for that. And it increases hair density. Now we have some amazing feedback, and let's have a look at some of the feedback we have. Bill Gillespie is in his mid-60s and using a previous precursor product at the age of 49. He was able to break world records and lifted 804 pounds, which is equivalent to 364 kilos. And he smashed the record when he went on the Neumi products. And at 62 years old, he lifted 1,129 pounds or 512 kilos, a new world record. And anybody at the age of 62, imagine lifting heavier than you did at 49 years old. So that speaks for itself. Now, Danae from Louisiana, she's a 34-year-old homeschooling mother of three, so very busy. And she said as soon as she started using NutraSwish on day one, she immediately found she had more energy. And also prior to using hers, she was tormented every month with mood swings, bloating, breast tenderness. However, since she started using the hers product, all her PMS symptoms have disappeared. And Keith is in his mid-60s and he suffered a neck and shoulder injury. And within 48 hours of taking Swish, he was able to sleep all night and he eventually was completely discomfort-free. Jeannie from Hawaii is a 55-year-old lady who specializes in natural health and skin care. And she said, wow, neuro is a notably cognitive focus, clarity, memory, and energy boosting. Get up and get a lot of stuff done that I will never go a day without. And she also had amazing results with NutraSwish. And she says people who know her know she has a lot of attention deficit. So she loves this product. And then we have Lachlan, and you look at the younger dynamic here, and he's in his mid-20s, and he is a power lifter and personal trainer and gym manager. And he said on week 3, training recovery has become he has been amazing before. Oh, the tongue twister. Training recovery has been amazing, coming into each session fresh with no soreness from previous sessions. And he did PBs in his deadlifts of up to 270 kilos. I can't even imagine that. And breaking personal bests all the time. Now, looking at our skincare, Elaine from South Australia, she's had amazing results. Now, she has had her lips and her eyebrows done, but if you look at the before and afters, look at the reduction in the puffiness in her face, the ruddiness in her face, and her pores. She looks fantastic at 4 weeks. This is Linda from Indonesia. Again, fantastic results in 17 days. She loved the NutraSwish And the Neumi skin after 17 days, look at her pore size, the clarity of her skin, it looks fabulous. And she loves it. This is a lovely 80-year-old plus lady from Nigeria, and 4 weeks of using the product. Look at her results. She looks 10 years younger, and the pigmentation and the brightness and lightness of her skin is great. This is Donna. Now, Donna was a smoker, and she had fantastic results with her turkey neck symptoms, and that looks brilliant after 8 weeks. And this is our poster child, Sherry. She was in the initial trial group for our Numi skin. And the difference in Sherry from 2018 to 2024, she looks 10 years younger at least, and she's had amazing, amazing results. So this is our hair product. Now, Rick from Utah is so happy. This was his results after a month. And as you can see, he says it's given him amazing results and he wants to continue with it. Jamie from Louisiana, she never wore her hair in a ponytail or shoulder length. And she said it's really improved her self-esteem and her confidence. And Sherry, again, was expecting good results because of what happened to her with the swish. And she said it speaks for herself as it speaks for itself. As the photograph shows, I feel elegant, confident, and my hair is speaks for itself. She said it makes a statement. Now, if you want to look or explore hundreds and hundreds of testimonials, you can go to Neumi New You Official on Facebook. Just answer a couple of questions and you can honestly knock yourself out there. There's such great feedback. So our vision is very important, and I am very fortunate to say that I am personal friends with Steve for over 20 years. Stephen K. Scott is the founder of our company, and he spent his whole life researching breakthrough products. And what he describes as a breakthrough product is something that nobody else has and no other product does. And purchasing the rights to those products and marketing them through infomercials on TV. He was huge in the infomercial industry. And over the years, Steve has generated billions of dollars in turnover in revenue, using, and even the total gym is still being advertised on television. Now, he was about to retire when he came across the hydrostat technology and said it's the greatest breakthrough in his entire life and felt compelled to bring this to the world. Now, we have a fabulous CEO and president, Aaron Rennert, and his aim is to ensure that Neumi is the most field-driven and responsive company within the industry, and we can all vouch for that. We have an incredible science and medical advisory board, and the members of the medical advisory board are right across the board from Harvard, Stanford, Mayo Clinic, across Europe, a fantastic medical board. And if you want, they're on there in totally a voluntary basis. Nobody is financially remunerated. And if you want to look at the bios of these doctors, please go to neumi.com and you can find it there. Now, how do we execute or bring these products to market? Steve could have used the infomercial industry, but he said no, because especially during COVID, it totally killed the retail industry. So we decided to use home-based business and word of mouth to bring these products to market. And if you look at the stats there, there's over 207 billion in sales, which was a 6.2% raise since 2024. And there's millions and millions of people involved. We are open in 74 countries. Neumi's open in 74 countries with 11 more on the drawing board in 5 years. And we've over 250,000 members, an unparalleled compensation plan with benefits. Now, I'm not going to go into detail today about the business opportunity side, But I will tell you that we have zero membership fees, membership wholesale pricing. We have free business building tools, industry training and market assets, 3 ways to earn weekly commissions paid up to 7 generations deep, and 4 ways to earn monthly commissions paid to all generations down to infinity. Now, the opportunity gives you a number of options. You can either earn a return on your investment, you can earn a residual income and add to your current income, or you can build a legacy asset. The option is there for you. And if you want to get more information on the compensation plan and how the business runs, please get back to the person who invited you, and they will give you the compensation plan and the detail on how the business operates. Now, the options for you are today. You may be ready to get started and you may have looked at some information already. You may want to trial the product, so please get back to the person who invited you and get some products in your hand. Or you may need more information. It's been an absolute privilege presenting to you today. So I'd like to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody right across the world, and have a great week. And we'll see you at the same place, same time next week with another